Welcome back to The Continuum and another edition of WDBC Internet Television. I'm Michael P. Borgia. The borgcast, as always originating from deep behind enemy lines, is brought to you by dailyborg.com. Conservative politics for the thoughtful. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. You know, one of the things that gets my blood pressure up as the campaign moves towards its final hours is listening to Democrats' one incessant complaint about conservatives and Republicans, that we believe in nothing. We are the party of no. Well, to an extent, I can agree that we are the party of no, K-N-O-W. We know that what they have done to this country is wrong, and we will stand and fight it with all of our strength, with all of our energy. But what do we believe in? More than you might think. The answer when the borgcast continues in 30 seconds. So what is it, you ask, that we Republicans believe in? Well, since Ronald Reagan brought the party from the moderate center to the conservative right, beginning in the 1960s and especially as president in the early 1980s, the party has operated and the conservative movement has formed a core belief of ideas that we as Republicans and our party have always believed in and advanced. And the first thing we believe in, most fervently, is in you, the people. In your power to make decisions for your own life, to spend your money as you see fit, to raise your family as you believe is right, without a government interfering. Not a government that stands in front of you, but a government that stands beside you. We believe in the principle of power, that our military will always be the finest in the world, that we will only use it in our own legitimate national security interests, but that when we do use it, we will use it with irresistible force, with victory as the only condition for ending our use of our military. We believe in integrity, that all of our public officials will practice it to the highest degree, that those who appear to possess even the appearance of impropriety will step down from their leadership positions or from public office altogether until the matter is resolved. We believe in life. Though we may argue even within our own party on the relative merits of Roe versus Wade, we all agree that an abortion stops a beating heart, and that is always tragic. We believe in the law, that it applies to everyone equally, whether it be immigration law, criminal law, civil law. It applies to everyone the same all the time, or it means nothing. We believe in sovereignty, that only the United States will determine what is in the best interest of the United States, and that we accept the dictates of no foreign potentate or body such as the United Nations. We determine our national security interests, our economic interests, and we will act independently as our forefathers fought for more than 230 years ago. For that right. We believe in equality, that all are equal. No one should derive any advantage in the law above anyone else, not even to correct the perceived wrongs of 150 years ago. We believe in faith, the right to exercise your religion freely, anywhere, to make your own decisions about who should be married, in what church, who shall be baptized, communicated. These are decisions excommunicated. These are decisions that are made not by governments. They can never be made by governments. Marriage and all the others, these are religious institutions. And the religions should be making those decisions, not a secular government. We believe in opportunity. While certainly a social safety net is necessary to help those who truly can't help themselves, and there are plenty of those people, the best social program we can create as a government is a job, high-paying jobs. And to provide that opportunity, our tax and government spending policies must be geared in one direction and one direction only. We ask ourselves, does this policy promote growth and nothing else? Never mind social engineering or any other consideration. If this tax policy or spending policy does not promote growth, it's a bad idea. We believe in the Constitution. Our governing law is the simplest such document in the world. It's all of 5 pages long. It's written in plain English. It doesn't require an attorney to interpret it. Its plain and simple meanings, and those of its 27 amendments, are right there for anyone to read, and no one can mistake what they truly mean. Our courts are there to interpret this document, and they must interpret it as its relevant portions are written. I don't want to hear any junk about the irrelevant portions. We know about the 3/5 compromise and all that stuff, and that those parts are not relevant anymore and have been subsequently dealt with by the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. But the Constitution as amended is what it is, and it must be interpreted as such. We believe in security. We have the right to security in our homes, security on our border. We have the right to defend that border. Our government has the obligation to defend that border, whether it be with troops, guns, fences, virtual means, whatever. We believe in secure borders because good fences make good neighbors. We believe in the frontier. We are a nation of explorers. We always have been. It's part of our national soul. We have always pushed back the frontiers from the Appalachians to the Mississippi, on to the Rockies, on to the West Coast, to the depths of the ocean, and now as far as the moon. Our unmanned space probes will soon reach the edge of the solar system. But when we retreat from the frontier, we give up a huge part of what we are as a people. Once established on the frontier, we will become responsible stewards of what we discover there, and we will treat the resources with the care and respect that they deserve. We believe in the family, that the family must be the center of all social policy, and that includes most of all a family's right to educate their children as they see fit. And when schools fail our children, we will use our tax dollars to educate that child in the manner that the family sees fit, not the politicians, not ever. And we believe in fairness, especially in our politics. We in the Republican Party have always said that thou shalt not speak ill of a fellow Republican. Therefore, we will not strike out unfairly or with venom or anger. We will argue issues based on their merits, ideas based on their substance. We will not give in to what we see in the other party, destroying people and families with unfair and unsubstantiated attacks. We believe in all of these principles. We believe that a party without principles is one without direction, and in fact has no reason for existence. Over in the other party, the idea is simply to spend, spend, and spend. Give money to the labor unions, who in turn will reinvest it in you. A redistribution scam. That's all most of the stimulus is, to relocate money from your pocket to the government, to the labor unions, and eventually on to the Democratic Party itself, an organization which has become soulless, intellectually bankrupt in the last 50 years. But come Election Day this year, the American people will see that we as Republicans have core values, that we are willing to stand up for them, and that standing together, we can show you what we can do when we believe. You have been assimilated.